The greatest randomizer on the planet, DK64 Randomizer.com, will be releasing version 4 soon. Here are some of its upcoming new features. Climbing is now a cranky move, and you will not be able to climb trees or other objects until you find the potion for it. Cranky, Candy, Funky, and Snide can now be randomized into the item pool. You won't be able to purchase anything from them until you find them. Level entrance portals can now appear anywhere throughout the levels. Rool phases can now be Trophenscoff bosses. Additionally, Trophenscoff bosses can now be part of the end sequence as well. Dirt patches will now show what items they contain. Bee lockers can now require items other than golden bananas. There are now expanded cosmetics options that include making various enemies and NPCs different sizes or colors, or potentially a new model altogether. The credits sequence now shows playthrough statistics. Plan out your own seed for others to play with a Plandomizer feature. Finally, crowd control support will be live on version 4. Have your community interact with DK64 Randomizer while you play. See the description for more on crowd control and the features it provides. DK64 Randomizer version 4 will be dropping on Saturday, February 22nd, 2025 at noon Eastern. You can grab a link to the full changelog in the video description. Be sure to join our Discord at discord.dk64randomizer.com to receive more frequent updates on the randomizer and interact with the DK64 Randomizer community. Happy donking, everyone. All right, Mornin, welcome. We are jumping into a season 3.5 weekly race here, but really quickly, as you have just seen, DK Randomizer version 4 is coming out soon, which means all the fun dev branch stuff that you've been seeing on these races the past few weeks will now be on the main branch, and you can play it for yourself. Joining me on comms today is the one and only Connor75. Morning and welcome.
Morning. Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, this will certainly be a great match here. So, funny backstory about this one here. We have VerdantAsh versus Spike today. And I picked this match particularly because I saw these two doing a co-op Zooter together. A co-op Ocarina of Time randomizer, so to say. And I thought it'd be funny if I pit these two co-op players against each other for this race.
Yeah, I was finishing up work and I was like looking over at my computer and I see Tudos in a call with a bunch of people and I'm like, am I late? Why is everyone talking already?
I was just setting a trap on some poor unsuspecting players here. But that being said, let's go ahead and move on to our game feed here. And as we can see, we have a 2 training move start, which has been pretty rare, and this is a Nintendo Sarah Seed, and there's no Slam 2, so very interesting.
It is nice to give us 50% of the training moves already. They have been notoriously hard to find in some of these recent seeds using the 3.5 settings, which I'm sure we'll get into later.
Yeah, Season 3.5 settings, if you haven't watched the race for a while, it includes just the regular Season 3 settings, except we have a different kind of fill rule, which is called complex level order, which means your training moves aren't locked before level 4. They can just be anywhere. You don't necessarily need to be getting keys in order. Kongs aren't locked into a specific order. They can just generate anywhere. So coupled with that is doses doors, which means instead of hints through progressive hints, which you got when you got a certain amount of golden bananas, you instead have the wrinkly doors tell you hints, but instead of being placed in the lobbies, they are scattered throughout the levels in the places the Trophenscoffs are located. There is still one Trophenscoff door still in the lobby, or sorry, not Trophenscoff. There is one wrinkly door still in the lobby, but the rest of them are distributed in the level, the other 4. So That does provide an interesting wrinkle to the way you progress yourselves into getting hints. So we'll be on the lookout for that. Looks like we are waiting for one more person, and we can get started right after they're ready. That person is currently being bullied in the race chat.
Yeah, I was like tabbing over to see, is this the person we're allowed to bully and name on stream? All right, they're ready.
Hey! All right, so Sarah's giving the good luck, have fun, and we should be starting in just, looks like 10 more seconds.
Yeah, so what's nice about starting with the vines is that it's one of those many moves that's always going to be path to key 8, but it's one of the only ones that has no micro hint available for it. So Monkey Port, Gorilla Gone, your Helm instruments, there's all hints that you can get if you're missing them at the end. Vines, not so much. So starting with it eliminates that possibility of getting to the end of the game and still not having it.
2 to get into factory, and we have Japes Cranky DK. All right, now Japes could be anywhere, so like that you would think that would be easy to get to, but like if this is CLO, that could be really easy. It could be really difficult to get to Japes. Granted, I guess that was kind of true in season 3 too, but we'll see. Got the classic double golden banana in K-Lumsy here. And with DK, you can get this golden banana in cage out of logic without having Lanky and a rank sprint.
Yep, Ash successfully did it, and Spike has a nice setup with the roll to get some distance before actually stepping on the switch to make this a bit easier.
Lots of golden bananas early, nothing moves-wise so far. Let's get into level 2. Galleon. You get another check here, as well as, I think that was a 4.
Ooh, barrels on the Kasplat. There's almost all your training moves.
Now that was Castle Underground is final DK phase and key 4. So we do have 1 Kong, and that is 8 to get into Galleon, not 4. I clearly cannot read, but we're going to be getting an early training grounds check here, and usually I felt like it was 50-50 if top-level players skip doing this right at the start, but when you get vines, this is an easy check to do, because now you're getting 2 instead of 1. And you can check the shop out as well.
Now you likely, I mean, depending on what's on the shop, you'll probably never need to come back to training grounds unless you see something on the shop.
That's really unfortunate for VerdantAsh. As we just saw Spike grab a rainbow coin, which VerdantAsh did not get. So she may need to, like, it's very possible of a situation where Spike can buy an item from Cranky while VerdantAsh can't. But
there is a potion back here. Oh, okay. Oh, stand.
Well, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta take what you can get. Looks like okay, well, no one was buying that anyway.
Well, Spike is
well, like it's expensive enough where like I think he would reconsider.
Yeah, I've been, you know, in the seeds that I've done so far of these, I'm not valuing like fast golden bananas as much as I did during season 3. I feel like it's not as important to just buy every single possible golden banana and rush to 64, and solving the seed and finding all of your moves is typically what it's coming down to more often from what I've seen.
Yep. And even if you wanted to rush hints, it's better to just rush your levels instead, which may or may not be super expensive GB wise. We have a lanky chunky K Rool.
Oh, we already have the
Or sorry, lanky chunky
lanky
chunky Helm, sorry.
I know what you meant.
Foolish game. So it doesn't look like we're doing jetpack today, but we are going to be going in factory. This is the only level we can access.
And even if you could access more of them, you probably would have chosen Factory as your first level anyway, because it is probably the best one in terms of coin density and just free coins everywhere. So it's a good one to stock up before you visit all those shops and other levels.
Looks like Ash is opting to go up, and okay, and Spike's opting to go down.
Yeah,
looks like we're gonna get two different plays here.
I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll see. You sort of have to go the way that Ash is going eventually, because with Spike's route, there's no way to like get up to this testing area at all. So you do have to take this path at some point.
Hype Chest is foolish, very unfortunate for Hype Chest fans, and we got Chunky Kong immediately. The more Kongs you find early, especially in here, like this is gonna be better for your coin outlook. So, Ash did make the right call here. Oh, and there's a key, probably key 5 or 4 or 2, one of those. Key 2, cool. All right, looks like Ash has a slight advantage based on what she's gotten so far here. Spike, in the meantime, is walking around on the bottom. It hasn't gotten much of anything, but of course, he'll be getting to Ash's spot right after this. Surroundings is path to key 4 as well. So we
I
have
guess
a potential
that's
chain
weird.
going on.
With the... Oh, there's diving all training moves. Where's the prediction for all training moves in under 6 minutes?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess we missed out on something a little bit hot. So, what's the next hint? Factory shops. Okay, well.
Oh,
Easy.
it was just a 2. Okay.
All right. I hope chat knows how to count.
Yeah, what I was about to say with the 2 castle hints we've seen so far, it looks very possible that you just have Baboon Blast in the underground, leading to 4 and DK, and then key 4 in the tree itself, and surroundings is the logical assumption you can make there.
Yeah, we'll definitely find out in a second here. There's definitely there could be the off chance like you could need something strange like sniper to get one of the tree checks. So I think we need to start looking out for a potential sniper wave or sniper paths here.
Yeah, because
that's 2 checks.
Well, yeah, and everything in the tree requires a second move. You either need Primate Punch or Coconut. I guess the least locked check in there is just the Kasplat, but you still need Coconut for that.
Yep. So it's also possible that Coconut is on the path to that too. Guess we'll find out.
So what Spike did there was actually look into the production room to see if there was a hint door at the top of production room. So because a lot of people, and myself included, want to get every single hint possible your first time through these levels, because leaving hints behind is a huge risk if it's a valuable hint telling you where something is way of the hoard that you wouldn't have checked otherwise. So he knows that there's a hint door at the top of production room now, and will probably route around that.
I think we missed it earlier, but there's a red potion in the tiny walkway for Mini Monkey. So we'll likely be heading back here, depending on if we need any Diddy potions or not later. Alright, Spike is all cut up moves and keys wise, so it's just a matter of what's their next decision for both players.
Yeah, Galleon isn't super like attractive yet. I know you have your diving now, so that at least gets you a hint potentially in the lighthouse area, but Galleon without peanuts there's not much you can do there, so they might want to check their other levels first.
Yeah, and if you at least had Lanky, that's like an additional hint. Plus, you got the check at the bottom of the lighthouse. So, we still have that peanut door locking the giant area in Galleon. So, for season 3.5, yeah, you really want to make sure you have those peanuts when you head in.
And the other cool part about having diving now is that you have 2 levels available from getting key 2. A lot of the times in these settings, you'll get key 2 before diving, and then you can only check the 3rd level. But level 4 is also unlocked by key 2, and because you have diving, you have 2 more level options now.
It looks like we're probably going to see Ash head up here.
Yeah, hitting the switches at a minimum. It is tempting to just not climb if all you see is junk on these.
Interesting routing by Spike here. He wants to make sure he gets Chunky's medal before he leaves.
Oh, yeah, very thorough here. Doing the the Chunky medal without any moves is very slow, but you can do it.
Yeah, this is a sphere 0 check, but like all exactly 45 bananas are in logic without any moves. So definitely understand the process here, because now he's going to come back, grab these coins, fall down, and then finish the production room.
Yeah, we'll see if it pays off.
That is an interesting strat.
Missed a couple.
Yeah.
Chunky's big afro getting in the way.
I do like the crouch slide strat. Oh, that was Caves.
I didn't read the hint.
Caves.
What was?
It was Caves Colored Bananas is just key 8. So
okay.
Probably going to see either Monkey Port or Gorilla Gone. Or an instrument. Anyway. So if you don't have a gun, you don't have an instrument, you can use oranges, which is not very common to see.
And they're not bad either. They do a lot of damage. What, it's only like 5 oranges to kill a Kasplat or something?
Yeah, it's really not too bad. You just obviously are going to have limited amounts.
Where else are you using oranges?
Exactly, that's fair. Ash is now done. Looks like Spike, because of the unoptimal way he did this and his chance to take the extra time to get the banana here with Chunky, or the medal here with Chunky, he's going to be a little bit oh boy.
4, 6, 7, 8, DK Lanky Tiny. Not Kongs, though. You can note that that hint was a mouthful, but it didn't mention a Kong path. So whatever move that was that leads to a bunch of stuff doesn't help you in getting your Kong.
That is almost certainly going to be barrel throw. Because we did find that in Galleon lobby. Oh, there's Japes, which we can't do.
14, though.
Right,
Forest Chunky Metal.
We're climbing the mushroom today.
Yeah, and after reading that, Ash is making the choice to go back to Forest, and will most definitely do that medal this trip.
Yeah, of the 3 choices for levels, ooh,
so Spike did get a move, but it's just
I almost popped off for Spike there for a second, but nope.
It would have been huge if that was a gun to be able to do like nighttime forest stuff, but you do have oranges, so never mind. You can still set it to night in forest.
But something you have to remember for viewers who may not be very familiar with the logic is that you can change the daytime to nighttime and vice versa in forest with oranges, but since a lot of people don't know that, it's not logic. It's only logical with any gun. So it's something these players have to keep in mind when they're like doing night forest, is that they technically don't have logical access until they find a gun somewhere. Oh,
yeah.
See ya.
Okay. Didn't even like no chance at the shockwave there. Oh, and the micro enemy, in the tall grass there.
Yeah, Ash was getting bullied, probably for her opinions on the rabbit. All right, what do we got here? GB, easy. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a world where someone goes somewhere else, because like obviously Japes, you have too many gold bananas. Galleon doesn't get you much without peanuts or lanky, so like I can't really think of a reason why you would go there over forest.
All right, Ash is being thorough and hitting the switch in here, and may just go for a climb to get a head start on this chunky metal.
Yeah, I think she's gonna do like the little backflip next to the tiny barrel here. It makes too much sense. You already checked the Kasplat outside, and she doesn't have a Baboon Blast, so this should be neat. Oh, it looks like she's going the other way unless she's doubling back. Yeah, she's doubling back. That makes sense. So, we are going to get another check in here, and she's likely just gonna climb the mushroom after that.
Yeah, there is a lot of different ways to route the mushroom here, so you'll see a variety of approaches that people take. The order they do checks in here, which bananas they grab. Since Chunky has more than he needs, like you don't need to climb the entire thing with Chunky to get his medal, especially with.
Hey, we got a high five.
Yeah, there. I think Spike is gaining some ground on Ash after those falls.
Ash has an unfortunate time with the forest Kasplat there. But yeah, we are effectively tied. There's no other way to describe this. Aw, Spike misses one banana. Now Ash is slightly ahead. Too bad. Oh, nope. He caught up again. You know, when I saw them playing co-op earlier, I didn't think they would carry it over to here unknowingly.
Yeah, Spike making up time on the mushroom climb.
It's true.
Okay, going straight for the check up here to look at the bonus barrel, which, like, I have missed this so many times. It's really helpful to peek.
Yeah, like it's just, like personally, it's just not something I'm thinking of, so I'm glad someone did it. It looks like more golden bananas, though. We might be making an early Japes trip here once we're completely done. I don't know if it's an early Japes trip, but either way, that's probably where we're going next.
Oh, yep. Diddy bot and
Japes Diddy. Probably that Japes Cranky DK hint that we got earlier, but not guaranteed.
All right, Ash making her way to the start of Forest now and getting the key 5 on Chunky's medal. Essentially 2 more levels now.
There's that Way of the Horde cleared. But I get the feeling they're going to go in the Japes regardless, just because you have that access to get a Kong.
Yeah, sometimes it is nice to look at the B lockers and see how many golden bananas they require so you can plan around that. Because if you see like a level requiring 60, it's good to know that. But yeah, potion on the minecart.
Alright, well, this hasn't been hinted, but like there's no way you're not doing this, so we're gonna have a little bit of a minecart time here.
43 coins, not the worst. What's the cap that this thing can be?
50, I'm pretty sure. Maybe Elrock can correct me. Oh, it's Ceres is 55.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I think I've seen it over 50 here, and it can be tricky. Diddy's is the one that Diddy can maybe go higher than 55.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would not be surprised if like there's like a hard mode setting where you can roll higher.
Do you know what I think is harder than all of the minecarts now, though?
What's that?
Castle car race in one lap.
Oh, that's definitely something to consider for difficulty. You don't really have any leeway because you can't really have time to come back if you get behind somehow.
Yeah, and he like the way the rubber banding works in one lap, he like does not like. There's just no way to really get a good lead and get a bunch of coins if you need them.
Yeah, you almost have to like stay on his tail until like that very last like almost like 180-degree turn. All right, what do we got? Rape shooter. Perfect. Well, that'll be perfect because Ash will probably now want to fight, face the rabbit, which of course the rabbit is Ash's favorite character in the game. Guessing. Okay, no, she just wanted to hit that.
Yeah, the key reason to not turn at night yet is that there is this hint door over here that you need daytime for.
Okay, well we're definitely going to Japes now. Well, I don't mean to commentator's curse this, but early congratulations to the people who bet on just end
the prediction
Kongs.
Now. Sarah, end the prediction. I think we're getting our Kongs. And what?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I would just say the fact that there's been no hint that's path to a Kong yet also implies that our Kongs were not locked by moves, so it's surely just going to be one of the 4 easy Kasplats and Japes that Linky's on.
This is a very interesting way Ash got that night switch triggered, by the way. She missed the first orange, then she tried to position herself for the second orange, but then the first orange hit her, and that first orange then triggered the switch. Pretty funny. Spike's not going to be able to get that hint, but don't worry, Spike.
I don't know. Maybe he'll find a way.
Okay, well.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, he doesn't know that it's gonna be like a hint that he probably doesn't need to read, but he might come back for it later if the seed gets tricky.
Spike, are you really gonna do this to us?
Why not?
Oh,
it's 2 checks.
All right, we got a golden banana in here. What's the other one?
This is harder without a gun, since I mean you can use your shockwave for a light source. But yeah,
that was perfect. Absolutely beautiful. 2 easy golden bananas. I've seen a lot of early golden bananas. This could end up being a quick seed.
Yeah, quick seed to 64, then you're missing 5 moves still, and all your keys.
Definitely didn't intentionally commentators curse it. Nope. Well, actually, no. Connor already told that one viewer that this is going to be a quick 90-minute seed and they should stay up all night to watch. All right, Ash is in fact heading into Japes, which obviously makes a lot of sense. Cool little trick you can do. Oh, this shop is loaded. 2 potions and a Kong.
Wow. So, yeah, this is not the hinted way of the Horde check yet. It was not Diddy.
Wow, that was incredible.
Wow, Spike just cheated a little bit there. He got the color bananas through the box.
Ooh,
I might have to disqualify him for that.
Oh, I was gonna send the rando police to his doorstep, but that works too. All right, here's the way of the Horde, Rocket Barrel. Very interesting. Spike's gonna do this? That's interesting to me as well.
Was this for a blueprint or a gold banana?
For a blueprint.
Okay, well, you already have two. Okay,
And
saxophone. The rocket barrel is interesting because I don't think we've know of any reason why that's required yet. So we need to be thinking about what rocket barrel is going to lock the seed, since we don't have a Diddy phase, we don't have a Diddy Helm.
We did already check one rocket barrel, check out a logic and fungi.
There he is.
All 5 Kongs
minutes.
in 25 minutes, chat. Didn't think you. That's probably a record.
Okay, Spike is turning it back to day now. He does not want to leave that hint behind.
I mean, that makes sense, but it looks like he's gonna check other things too before he leaves, so.
Well, yeah, just the one other day check. Okay, another red potion in the DK cage in Japes.
Be your lowlands check. All right, now Spike is immediately going to run over to Japes. No doubt about that.
Ooh. Aztec roof is way of the Horde, so that's logically a rocket barrel and a barrel check.
Yeah, that explains a lot.
Can we logically do roof dirt? I guess once we get key 4, yeah, we have everything we need for the Aztec roof dirt. I guess all the moves that are on the path to it, we do have, because you need the trombone, barrels, and rocket barrel.
Yeah, once we got key 4, we can do it.
And I guess we know Castle has to be level 6 or 7. And we already have pretty good hints about where key 4 might be within Castle. But regardless, these runners will likely do their Aztec roof out of logic. And no, I'll wait until I get it in key 4.
Nothing interesting in Japes so far aside from that loaded shop. Still got Hillside to check though. So, and we're gonna do that now.
There's another potion and more gold bananas.
All right. It's just ponytail twirl. 3 moves on shop plus Diddy Kong and Japes. Definitely one of the most loaded shop regions I've seen in a while.
Yeah, will potentially be confusing if we get Jape Shop's path to something, because you won't necessarily know which move it's talking about. All right, Spike checking our other hint. Locked by vines. Oh, never mind. Not a good hint.
At least it didn't rub it in your face. Like, that could have been the lanky hint for all we know.
Imagine spending 30 minutes on the seed and not finding Chunky yet, though.
Oh boy. Some poor soul probably orphaned where Chunky is, you know? Somehow you just don't do the Kasplat. Just imagine. Yeah, looks like we have a difference here at playstyle. Looks like Spike is being a lot more thorough with collecting those bananas. You definitely want to make sure if you're going to be collecting bananas, you're just going to commit to it the whole time. That's what Spike is doing. Only 45 bananas to get to the medals here. VerdantAsh, in the meantime, wants to get that out of logic dirt patch check.
Yeah, we'll see what it is. I don't think we can really tell. It might be a key. Can't really tell based on the hints yet.
It's a potion. It's Mini Monkey.
That's a good move. We do have a tiny phase in K Rool, so that is required for that.
And you technically don't need to find feather because you can use oranges. But
yeah.
You may need feather for other things, so we don't know if it's skippable yet. Now, VerdantAsh is going to come here because remember, we saw that red potion earlier, so we're trying to do a little bit of factory cleanup before moving on.
Yeah, the problem with our current path hints is that we know, like, Barrels is on the path to 4678 DK Lanky Tiny, which led to Mini, but we don't really know. There's no other, like, helpful path hints to understand, like, what Mini could be path to necessarily. So, for all you know, everything in the seed is locked by Mini.
Ideally, we see some more hints so we can kind of unlock that Gigapath a little more.
Yeah, we might see Ash go and check level 6 and 7 soon.
Guitar is good. We are going to Galleon, though. This kind of makes sense. There is a rocket barrel check in here. Also can get, what was that, 3 hint doors? Unless she finds peanuts.
Yeah, potentially 3 hints here. With the diving Lanky and Vines.
Very interesting DK4 location. Very close to Splash, just knocking her back in. Alright, and Kevin goes down. Oh, Spike.
Ooh.
He's gonna have to come all the way back to check that when there's nothing there.
Instead of opting for the ponytail twirl, going for the vine strat. Okay, I mean, it's fast when you get it, though.
Right. All right, we got a hint door here. Finally gonna see some more hints. Oh my god.
Hey.
4678 DK Tiny. So
we know
that's probably Mini Monkey. Right. I guess we can't really assume yet, but it's not barrel throw like you said.
That was Japes and Forest lobbies, and Mini was not in a lobby, right?
Oh, yeah. Wait, you're right, yeah. It was on top of a lobby. Llama Temple, 1 potion. So...
I mean, you could Ash didn't check Galleon lobby. What level are we in? We're level 2, so you could check Galleon lobby with Tiny.
Spike is going to go ahead and check level 6 and 7. Oh, no, he's just going to do the same trick.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you're right, though. Galleon lobby seems like the most logical progression at this point.
I guess you also have Japes lobby, though, too. You have barrels and trombone. And, like, you got Lanky when you were in Japes. That wasn't something you were able to do when you were walking into Japes. So they'll need to remember to go back for that. Which, oh, maybe Ash is doing that
I think
right
Ash
now.
is just doing that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Spike is checking the Very Queen. You get 2 checks in here in Season 3.5 instead of just the one in Season 3. It's a yellow potion. Coconut Shooter, very good. So there, that leads to a red potion.
And there is still one more very good red potion out there. Peanuts locks half of Galleon.
Alright, Spike in the meantime, back to factory, getting his red potion, and should hopefully be following the path that VerdantAsh took here in a second. Another hint door, Jape shops, keyform, DK phase. That could be a lot of things.
Yeah, so okay, let's try and narrow this down. We have
Rocket
Sax.
Barrel, we have Sax, we have Ponytail Twirl.
Yeah.
So now hear me out. Castle Underground, the thing we also had a DK64 hit there. I'm thinking it's one of the tiny checks.
Yeah.
So
Good Ponytail Twirl to a tiny check.
Meanwhile, we are going to level 7 here. Peanut Pop Gun's very good. Aztec level 7.
Aztec 4678 DK. And Aztec color bananas.
I did not see the golden banana count for Aztec, but I think it was in the 30s. Alright, with Peanuts in hand, we are seeing Ash come back to Galleon. Now, with Rocket Barrel and Guitar, are we going to check our best friend, the Mechfish? That's what I want to know.
Maybe just...
Forest Spider Boss!
It's a spider, yeah. So there's something that intersects with the feather, where you thought, okay, what if feather's only required for Tiny, K. Rool, then maybe you don't need it. So now, I guess, feather's not required for Spider Boss either, but logically, the game will think it is.
You can't do Spider Boss quite yet, though. We're still missing Primate Punch somewhere. So,
Yeah.
It's going to be on the back of their minds, though, that they're going to want to route that in. Okay, yeah, Ash seems to be just like, okay, you know what, screw it. We're just going to go to Mechanical Fish right away.
This is bold.
It does kind of fit what we've been given, though. So, like, I don't disagree.
Yeah, it does
but
fit.
It's a long check. It's a long check. Look, at the same time, Peanuts locks a lot of could lock a lot of things. So like we're pretty deep into that path at the moment. So like this is going even deeper. But it does
Castle
fit.
is just a low B locker.
What was it?
Castle is only 8 golden bananas, so Spike is going in the castle.
Makes sense. Spit out immediately by Cranky.
So to fill in everyone on our path hints so far, Barrels was path to 4, 6, 7, 8 DK Lanky Tiny, and Barrels has gotten us Mini Monkey, which led to Guitar and Coconut, which led to Peanut. So there's been a lot of moves that have come out of that initial Barrels path to a bunch of stuff.
Well, it is not that.
Yeah, this is the problem with going for some of these slow checks when there are so many hints left in the game. You still have all of your castle hints, all of your Aztec hints. Sometimes you might not want to go for some of these slower things when you know there's so much left to be hinted, but when it pays off and you get something good, then it is a huge advantage over other people that probably aren't doing my fish.
But you know what? We're all happy she went for it. All right, Spike will be climbing castle here. I'm presuming he's just gonna be jumping down right as he gets to the top because you want to check castle underground and potentially the tiny checks, which I believe he can do at least the technically he can do the one in the crypt area out of logic because he doesn't have feather, because he can just use grape to enter.
Yeah, and without a slam, he'll also need to do the orange strat.
Yep.
Because we're in level 6.
Nothing so far here in Galleon peanut lock checks. And we know Treasure Room doesn't have anything. She still might go there to get some extra golden bananas, but we've been getting the pace of golden bananas has been high, so I don't think there's any reason for her to go for the treasure room at this time.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's very likely to be the tiny crypt check because we still have that. Oh, what was the 8?
Altar key 8.
Ouch.
So Altar, path to key 8. We have grapes, so we can just head on back in.
Yeah, and Mini and Sax gets you 2 more things in there, so yeah, you can logically do everything in Owl area other than the check that you were never going to do anyway.
Oh, pineapple launcher. What does that do for us?
Lets you do the spider fight quickly.
That is a good point. I don't think we saw anything so far that leads me to believe that we need pineapple.
Not yet. But what's interesting to me right now is this Aztec colored banana path is to 4, 6, 7, 8 DK, which 4 is included in that, which tells me that Spike is not logically able to do these castle underground checks yet because there's something else in Aztec color bananas. I mean, it could be primate punch for the tree or something, but I have a feeling it's going to be the tiny crypt is probably. Well, no, that's not feather on Aztec.
No, I think it's safe to say my theory about the ponytail twirl thing is not a thing. So we're gonna have to consider Rocket Barrel and Sax at this point.
Yeah.
I didn't see what that hint was, but it was Foolish Cave something. Lowlands 4-6 DK Tiny. In Japes Lowlands, we got Peanuts. And that did get us Pineapple. And I think that's it so far. Spike knows he cannot do the dungeon checks because we do not have a slam. So it is not the tiny crossing check. Forest Grate near Owl Tree.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we're probably going to be heading back and forth shortly after Spike's done here.
Bongo in the underground.
Well, what does that mean for us? That's not on the 4 DK path, is it? It can't be.
Yeah, if 4 is locked by a lot of moves in the surroundings, then it's like there can just be multiple moves all leading to other moves that eventually lead to something in the castle tree. But I mean, we have Pineapple, Sniper, it's Primate Punch that is maybe the hold up here.
Alright, you can get this check without sprint here if you do the shot from there on Spike's side. Here's a Pineapple lock check. Now, Connor, something that maybe like can be helpful for like people trying to like get better at this game. You have to remember we got barrels at the start of that big gigapath, right? 4, 6, 7, 8, DK, Lanky, Tiny. With barrels, we ended up getting like that led to what? Mini Monkey?
Yeah, barrels led to Mini Monkey, which led to Coconut. Now we know that Coconut is also path to 4, 6, 7, 8 DK Tiny, so barrels is like not necessarily needed for anything else, but like it still could be. And that's what's tricky, is that it's possible we never need to use barrels again, but you don't know that.
We were just hinted that Caves Aztec is our slam path, and I missed that hint.
That was Igloo area to 8. I personally didn't have that down yet, but
anyway, yeah, it's like when it comes to reading hints, like there's multiple factors you have to consider. Like it's definitely possible, and it seems plausible that barrel throw was only needed so you could get that coconut gun, as well as for Lanky phase. But it's definitely possible it's earlier in a different chain for different items.
Yeah, and this is where just going for all of the hints in the game can help you figure out some of the other key places to check, because just the information we have so far is just not enough to solve the seed. We need more hints. Yeah, which is making me believe that this Aztec color bananas, which, okay, Spike is finally an Aztec, so it's probably going to be either the boss because the boss could be a barrel's boss. So it could be pointing to the boss. The DK medal also seems likely because we don't have Baboon Blast available, so that means that Coconut is required for the Aztec DK medal.
I'm kind of not surprised Ash is getting this check. I think she wants to full clear her Peanuts path before leaving.
Yeah.
All right, Spike is just pause exiting. Okay. Terraffin's got Portal kind of in a weird spot here. It's not really. It's kind of out of the way behind.
Yeah, I mean, it's close to your entrance portal, so you can get back here easily once you get to the ding and have enough bananas.
Yeah, I guess it's not the end of the world. Ash is now heading into Aztec. She does not know it costs 37. I wonder if she'll just dump to get in.
Okay, so the Helm lobbies 1 potion as a new hint. Which I don't think we've seen that potion yet. Yeah, Ash is making a visit to Snide to get enough gold bananas to enter Aztec.
Yeah, this makes sense to me. I feel like this is the best place that we know of to go next, especially with that. It's the next step in the Giga Path, right? The 4 keys plus DK phase. This makes the most sense.
Yeah, again, I'm pretty confident it's not the tiny, lanky, or Diddy medals, just based on this path so far.
Yeah.
Unless it's some weird interaction with a move that like is going to synergize with Coconut later on.
All right, Ash now entering. So even though both players were pretty split for the last 20 minutes, we are now reconvening in Aztec. I think Spike's going to go ahead and get all the medals regardless.
Yeah, Spike never went back for his peanuts. Or wait, he's not auto tracking, right? Can we trust his tracker? He doesn't have peanuts,
maybe.
right?
No, I don't think he ever went back to Japes.
Okay. So he doesn't necessarily know that peanuts is available.
He had to have seen the red potion, though. I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll ask him later.
I think there's just so much to do right now. Like, there are so many options for levels you could go to and do good checks. I think this is just the order he's chosen to do it. Like,
yeah, that's fair. You didn't have pineapple either, so this is gonna be some new information for us.
right, no pineapple. Yeah, the pineapple is tricky. Tiny 5-door ship, ferry is not been hinted at all, minus, I guess, on a peanut path.
Oh, I missed what that was.
Gorilla Grab, okay, that... Never mind, that does synergize with Coconut, so my theory of it being locked by Coconut is maybe not true. This could be for the Castle DK minecart, where Gorilla Grab goes with Coconut to do that minecart. Oh
man, yep. So now we gotta go back to Castle after this one. Still probably makes sense to just collect everything else. Oh, we have some here, though.
That's... Okay, there's your slam.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, I would probably still do my other medals and maybe even check the boss, since that Gorilla Grab is... You don't want to put all your eggs in that basket thinking that that's a hinted move, because you don't know for sure.
By the way, Spike only has 1 gun, so I really hope he follows that mini monkey path and goes back to Japes before he goes on back into Castle. We'll see.
Yeah,
though.
we have to keep in mind
said,
that
a lot of stuff to do.
We have so much more information than Spike right now. Like, we're using the information from all of Ash's moves to make decisions about this Gorilla Grab that Spike just found, and he doesn't know as much as we do.
Oh, you're telling me the observance of 2 players playing at the same time know more than one of the players?
How could that be in this complex level order where our runners are doing levels in a different order and giving us variety?
There is a second Japes cranky that was hinted with a horde. So now that was saxophone.
Ooh.
So that's actually good information.
Pineapple.
Yeah, this is some good information right now.
A lot of information. If I feel overwhelmed with information, I feel like they definitely do. There's the 5-door ship hint. 4 and DK.
So that is pineapple, almost certainly. So what's pineapple for?
Probably chunky tree in castle surroundings, or a chunky underground crypt check. But signs are pointing towards castle tree still. Oh wait, no, that would be after getting the boom blast. Never mind. Pineapple has to lead the boom blast first. I was thinking path to 4, so
yeah,
never mind. It truly just could be anything. But I think the underground is still a good place because the bongos that we found there are not necessarily what was being hinted.
Oh, there's a potion on the llama. Now, that's interesting because... Actually, no, it's not, because I was going to say, like, it could be B-Blast to get you that move to get you Key 4, but I forgot Key 4 is just castle surroundings, so... That will not be the case.
B-Blast on the llama?
No. That would be absolutely hilarious, because that means Elrock's logic's broken.
That would actually be the best case scenario. I would love to see what happens to this race lobby of 24 people if we had Baboon Blast on the llama.
It'd be race to see how many people figure out the season possible. I think Spike's going to finish up in here because this will get him Chunky's medal, and then maybe he'll pause exit and check the boss. I feel like that seems like the correct order of operations. Spike looks like he's going to be a couple bananas short for the Chunky medal. Yeah, I think he's gonna go check the boss now. In the meantime, Ash should be able to get Chunky's medal. Okay, maybe we're not checking the boss.
What is he doing? He was looking at the switches to see which ones were there, and...
Whoa, this is 198. That's a huge roll.
That is, because max is 200, right?
Yup.
And he did all this with one gun? Yeah, I think we are going to see a more efficient routing of the Aztec medals from Ash, just because she's come in with 4 guns versus Spike's 1. So Ash being more thorough and doing some of those somewhat hinted checks, going back for those potions that you could have peeked early, is paying off, even if the enemies are very annoying in this tunnel.
All right, nothing there, so we're probably going to be chasing. Well, actually, let's see what Spike does first.
Is there any other medal that maybe he can do but didn't?
I don't think so. He's out. Go back to Japes, my guy. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Yeah, I need to get the coconut here. All right, Ash has her Gorilla Grab now, so I'm curious to see if DK Minecart is related here, but that still doesn't like solve the pineapple because the pineapple still has to be involved somehow in getting Baboon Blast. So it's not just going to be Baboon Blast on. Oh, okay.
Whoa, Primate Punch.
Forget the Gorilla Grab. So it was back to the theory of Coconut leading the Primate Punch. Okay. I think Gorilla Grab was just complete bait.
Yeah, unfortunately for Spike, this does give VerdantAsh a commanding lead now.
Yeah. Because logically, you need Coconut for that Primate Punch, because we know that Coconut is also leading to Baboon Blast. So there's no way to get Aztec DK Metal without Coconut in this seed.
Okay, well, he's going back to Aztec now, so hopefully he's just getting DK's metal at this point.
Yeah. That's we'll get him back on track, hopefully. But now I'm thinking Chunky Crypt is looking way more attractive with your Pineapple, path to 4 and DK, your Punch on the path to 4 and DK.
Yep.
But we still have keys 6 and 7, and not a ton of information. I guess Spider Boss could be one of those keys, because Primate Punch is going to be on the path to accessing the spider fight.
Great call by Spike here. He looks like he is in fact going for DK's metal. Was not phased by that Gorilla Grab. Man, I know if I was playing the scene that had me, I'd probably push the DK minecart right away. So big shout outs to Spike for deducing or making what we believe is the correct decision. There it is.
But he's getting this punch and doesn't have a pineapple to go with it. And I think he can figure out where pineapple is. He just needs to get his peanuts first in the Japes lowlands, which
yeah,
he's read. He doesn't he's been reading all of the hints. I think he knows just as much as Ash does in terms of hints. I don't think Ash has gone any levels.
It's fine if he goes back here because we know we need to check this anyway.
Yeah. So I think he can figure out where peanuts and pineapple are based on the hints, even if Ash sort of found pineapple unhinted.
Alright, we do need that. Forest Kovansky 5, whatever.
What a hint! You knew Forest Chunky Metal was way the horde so early.
So Forest Altitude's path to key 8 and only key 8, so that's probably what that is.
Probably. That's all we can say is probably.
Yep.
Owl Race is still always on the table. It's not going to be one of the tiny checks because Sax was... At this point, I think we're confident that Sax was only path to 4 and DK based on what we pulled in the 5-door ship.
Yep. Alright, well, it looks like we're seeing Spider Boss here shortly, and it looks like Ash is going to be climbing up before heading down to the underground area.
I mean, you don't know where your hint doors are. There could have been a hint right here at Warp 4. Imagine if this whole chain is just for some weird chunky shed logic here for key 4.
Well, it's for homing ammo. I have a feeling that's not it.
Probably not. Like, not even reading the spider's text. Gonna do it no matter what.
I also want to point out, by the way, that we haven't really gotten additional key 6 and 7 hints. I mean, it's possible this right here is one of them, so...
Yeah, I'm thinking this is very likely to be a key. So Ash getting her bongos here in Castle Underground, but this is likely not the hinted move here.
It is, in fact, a key.
Yep. So our key 6.
So that was on the Peanuts path from earlier.
Right. For some reason. Oh, I guess... Oh yeah, Peanuts... Oh, Peanuts still has to lead a feather. That's right. Okay, that's why this is weird. The Peanuts are path to Tiny. That's why I was not understanding why Peanuts were path to that. Yeah, so... Again, we probably don't need feather, though. We just know... Yeah, locked by Peanuts somewhere.
All right, we are finally getting our look in the crypt area.
All we know about key 7 right now is locked by Primate Punch. I don't think there's much else that you can conclude right now with the path hints about where key 7 is.
Well, there we go. It's probably just this.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Well, no, Pineapple is not path to 7.
Well done.
And there's Baboon Blast.
Okay, finally. It all makes sense.
And now, as we potentially suspect here, is that key 4 will be in the tree in the chunky bonus barrel.
Yeah, I guess since Primate Punch and Pineapple already gave us Baboon Blast, it really just could be anywhere in the tree, really. So we'll see.
Yeah, Ash is just going to go straight there. She's not even reading the hint. Oh, nope.
That is not where the hint is.
Whoops. Alright, well, she's probably just not going to care about it right now. Alright. Gotta check all the surroundings hints. Do not disagree with this. Or just, you know, I'm gonna go to the tree. I'm gonna go to, that's what she's saying.
Alright, it was a journey, but she's made it.
There are definitely many ways you can travel from the crypt area to the tree, and that was certainly one of them. That might have been a unique way to do it, too. First time someone has ever death warped trying to get the hint door, going to that specific Trough and Scoff spot.
So did you see what Spike just got? Key 7.
I saw key 7. Yeah, I was like, I paused for a second there, like, wait a minute.
It's so just in a punch locked in Galleon. Makes sense. Is that Ash has already done so much in Galleon. She might not go back there for a while unless that Galleon Caverns gets hinted more directly.
And there's key 4. It was just on the easy one.
Yep.
All right, now she's going to go check that hint.
We know where all keys are.
So of the 3 moves we got in the Japes shops, Rocket Barrel, Sax, and Ponytail Twirl, what was the path officially to DK and key 4?
Definitely Sax, because that got you Pineapple in Tiny's 5-door ship.
Yep. Yeah, those are definitely one of the tougher ones to decipher. You really just have to like think about what all leads to what.
Yeah, and it also shows that you need, like, it's very good to keep your options open when you're doing these seeds. Like, it was very tempting for both of us to see the Ponytail Twirl and see a Castle Underground and go, oh, just use Ponytail Twirl and Castle Underground. But Ash, like, had a more efficient route by, like, being thorough with these levels and not just rushing to the Castle Underground to use Ponytail Twirl.
It's not over for Spike yet, though, because like we've been saying, that key 7 is kind of in not very locked spot. It's just Primate Punch. Unless we find that direct hint anywhere. She may not think to go back there anytime soon.
And Spike is in Japes now, so he is surely going to get his peanuts now. And yeah, even though Ash like has a little bit of a GB lead, has done, I mean, they've just done different things. Like Spike has also done Spider Boss and Owl Tree area, so Spike has done things that Ash hasn't, and we'll see if they eventually sync up again near the end.
So here's something to think about. Collectively, we have all 7 keys, and we just need Feather, Triangle, and Gorilla Gone. There is definitely when we have 2 path to only key 8 hints with Caves Colored Bananas and Caves Igloo. There is a world where we can literally just push those 2 checks. We don't care about Feather, just throw it to the wayside and just push go mode.
Yeah. You can just go to caves, get your Triangle and Gorilla Gone seeds done, for sure. But we
obviously
just we know so much more because we've seen both perspectives.
This Kevin door is great. I think both of them have just been getting owned. So Spike's next task to catch up is to get Saxophone. Oh, there's something here.
Oh, Feather was here the whole time. Oh, I guess you say the whole time, but they didn't have key 4, so they couldn't have gone up here. But
yeah.
This is an interesting spot because that is also Rocket Barrel locked. It is not in logic for Diddy to cross that gap without Rocket Barrel.
Caves is 45. That's more than enough. All right, we are looking at the boss. We're looking at some medals. We're looking at the Igloo area. Not sure if anything that we have could potentially hint us to what this could be. So I just think we just gotta hit up everything. Yeah, so again, we are searching, or we are scouring 2 paths here. We have a Caves Colored Bananas as path to key 8, and we have a Caves Igloo areas path to key 8.
Nothing tricky with Colored Bananas that messed people up a lot in the first couple 3.5 seeds, and because it's different from 3.0 is that it's no longer hinting medals. It's talking about Colored Bananas, which includes the boss as well. Something
I want to point out as well. the whatever's in Igloo area is not going to be on Tiny's Igloo because we know that Sax was only for DK and Key 4.
Yeah, and Ash also skipping the Baboon Blast because she knows that Baboon Blast is not path to 8. There's no point in going in there other than maybe DK Bananas, but you have better DK Bananas to do.
And I mean, Cave's main was Hinted Foolish too. That's also another reason.
Oh, that's a... Never mind. There's a second reason. Yep, that is a hint.
But it's possible she also forgot and skipped it because of your logic, so... This is... When I ever ran 101, Connor, that's exactly how I would do that balloon.
Oh, yeah.
I would unload 2 full clips and miss every single shot and then get it the third one.
Do you know what I was watching today? I was watching the day that Wii U VC came out in April 2015, nearly 10 years ago, and we were in a call experiencing it for the first time, going through my Twitch highlights. They're about to expire.
Oh my gosh. I remember Australia got it 2 weeks before us, so we were just trying to tell some poor like Australian casual player to check all this stuff for us. Alright, so it appears something was in the transparent igloo, so Ash is going to be getting the boulder to break it. She's also going to be 1 banana short of Chunky's medal. Very sad. Actually, no, she won't.
Yeah, because there's... No hunky... Oh, it's just getting... Yeah, no hunky.
Uh-oh.
Oh, getting the medal... Well... Yeah.
Okay, so I thought there was only 5 around that barrel.
It is a weird amount because of other weird groups of chunky single bananas elsewhere.
Meanwhile, though, Spike has been catching up. He's gotten Pineapple. He just got Baboon Blast, and he's now heading in the tree for Key 4 here. I think Spike could potentially retake the... I don't want to say retake the lead, but tie up again.
Ooh, Ash doing a skid jump there, almost getting disqualified. We've already disqualified Spike for clipping through a box and Fungus Fort. It would be funny if both of them were disqualified.
Yeah, we're going to do some hunkless here, hopefully with no more illegal moves.
This is the hardest part, getting past the enemy. Oh, she's gonna kill it.
This is a fast one, too. All right, Spike is down a few bananas. Actually, no, not really, because he didn't turn in blueprints earlier. So if you count those, we're effectively tied.
However, Spike he's done Spider Boss already. So
he's done Spider Boss and he has Key 7.
Yeah, the Key 7 is also, that's just as huge because none of these hints in caves have told us Galleon caverns, so okay, Spike. I'm watching like Spike with face cam, so I'm seeing the reactions, and he was reacting to that hint about the igloo way of the horde.
I'm reacting to that third melon he just found. All the people in chat that have a bingo board up are reacting to that third melon now. So we got Triangle Trample in the transparent igloo, which we just found out, of course, was hinted.
You know what's going to be amazing is if we just get the hunky on a medal in here. Because at this point, well, I guess Ash does not have Key 6 and 7, but Spike might want to bail caves as soon as he gets that triangle there and go get his Gorilla Gone hint instead of hoping it's on the metal here, because it might just be hunky.
That sounds like the smart play. Obviously, it could just be Gorilla Gone, of course, but we don't know that. Spike did not set up Hunkless there. I wonder, he's probably just going to go back. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Yeah, Spike knows all he needs is Triangle and Gorilla Gone. Like, having key 7 is a huge advantage right now for him.
No one should be surprised that Ash saved her favorite character in the game. I'm just not gonna say any. Oh, no comment. No comment. No comment.
Might regret that with Spike gaining on her, going for the Hunkless now, taking his rock all the way over to the switch that you normally Hunky Chunky for.
I love how Chunky's afro is as big as this boulder.
I know. Enemy going super far away. So yeah, best case scenario for Ash is that she gets Gorilla Gone on a medal here.
Hey, you get a lot of leeway to make that jump.
I know, yeah, you can jump so long after walking off a ledge when you're holding a boulder.
I didn't even know that. Yeah, Ash here being very thorough. Making sure she gets all the bananas she can. I don't even think she's going to be doing this.
Well, yeah, at this point, she just has to do medals until she finds something path to 8.
This room itself is dead, but you get 15 bananas by doing this. I think she's also going to do this just to get some golden bananas, maybe? No, it doesn't make sense, too. She has 57.
Yeah. 63 if you count her blueprints, so... Okay, Spike in his face cam is very happy to see the triangle because now he knows he just needs Gorilla Gone, which he can go get the micro hint for in Helm Lobby if he elects to. But he might finish off a couple of the medals that he's already made progress.
He might make this tag and leave.
Yeah.
Maybe check a hint out.
Check a hint. Tough because his golden banana counter is at I don't know.
So he's at 50 plus what is he at now? He's at 61 golden bananas.
Yeah, okay, he's gonna do DKs because he was very close on DK's medal. It makes sense.
This is not gonna get him a golden banana, however. Nice try, buddy. There's a golden banana in the maze. Let's see if Spike can get the trick here. I guess this isn't really a trick. This is just walking through the maze without Strong Kong.
And he's at 52 now, so... yeah, he should have 64, assuming he's marking his blueprints correctly.
Yeah, it looks like he's just going to opt to...
He's thinking about it. I'm listening to his voice. He's thinking about it. No, Spike knows. He's debating what to do.
Well, he has to get gold bananas anyway, so like...
Yeah. No, I think he has enough if he turns in his blueprints, though.
52... Yeah, okay, I think you're right, you're right.
But maybe Ash will just get it on the boss here? It's tough, because if you see a green potion, it's still a 50-50 if it's Gorilla Gone or Hunky Chunky.
Yeah, I feel like Spike has to leave. if he Spike should not check the boss. Okay, it's just not there.
So it's the Diddy medal? Is that?
No, the Diddy medal got checked. I think it's the lanky.
Oh,
medal.
lanky hasn't been checked. Wait, this is 3 potions.
Well, we did find 2, right? We
The
found
llama
Super
one?
Serious Slam, Llama, and... Alright, we should be getting... whatever this is.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, he should have gotten the hint. Womp womp.
He didn't spend like that much extra time in caves though, because like the second he got triangle, he wasn't at 64 GBs yet, so it's not like
Yeah.
he could have just left instantly. And it must feel terrible to like leave when you're at 40 bananas for a con too. So I want to say Grilligon can be anywhere. I don't think we have any unresolved path to 8s floating around.
It's definitely possible, like, one of those random moves gotten really early in that Giga Path that were Path to Key 8 led to that, or leads to Gorillagon. Wait, what if it's just this?
Yeah. I guess.
Oh, that feels so bad.
Wait.
Spike
Oh
walked
my
past
God.
that.
Wait.
He didn't bother.
It was in an unhinted caves shop the whole time.
Oh, well, that's gonna be a feels bad man moment. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but like, oh man. Like, some of the worst situations in this game, and I think maybe you remember this back in Season 2, Connor, but there was a race where it was Elrock versus Camerson in the bracket. Camerson ended up checking a shop while Elrock went and checked the micro hint, and what was needed was actually in the shop. So because of that, Camerson was behind, but because Camerson took a chance to check the shop, he ended up winning because of that.
Yeah, back in the Season 2 days, I had my fair share of, like, I didn't check, like, a Kasplat in Japes, and that ended up being, like, a slam that I needed for Chunky Phase of K. Rool.
Spike's face!
Yeah, Spike has now realized that the cave shop, and I think he checked he checked the shop and just didn't buy the potion. Is that what he did?
Not. I'm pretty sure he just walked past this. I don't know, like, if he waited around for it to load. If that makes sense.
He didn't even look at the shop, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think he looked at the other 2 shops, probably.
Yeah.
He knows it's candy.
All right, looks like Ash will be grabbing whatever this was.
Monkey Port.
Monkey Port, yes.
Then gonna get the key on the spider fight, surely, while she's in the level. And sort of be in a key 7 limbo, not knowing it's in a Galleon punch chest.
Yeah, this is tough because now she has to consider. So I think punch was at the end of that big Gigapath with 7 in it. Like,
Yeah.
she just needs to consider, like, as long as she reads that, and she'll end the seat okay. It's just that she's not going to finish with, like, a top race time. But that's how it is in randos sometimes, you know. Spike ended up getting Prime Punch in a different spot. He went into Galleon with Prime Punch the first time and ended up getting Key 7 right then and there.
Yeah, I think that Ash will likely... I mean, maybe go factory punch checks first, and then I think the next logical place is just do your Galleon punch checks, so it shouldn't take her too long. Spike is taking note of his orange count. He is preparing now for his not having feather in K Rool for Tiny Phase. Oh, I like how you can see the key sticking out from the bottom of the web. I didn't even realize that when Spike was doing it. You can you can just see the key down there.
Actually, that kind of makes sense though, because like back in the speedrunning Discord, I think we were talking about like rooms we could do with like, what do you call it? The deloaded trick, deloaded room trick, and I think we know that this room has the golden banana already loaded.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, you're not going to be able to do this room deloaded because you have to like walk in a loading zone and you just get the whole room and that's it. Also, shout out to Ash's. Oh my god, her mouse is on the screen. That's not my mouse, chat. I'll have you know. I can put my mouse on the screen next to it if you want. Looks like VerdantAsh is going back into caves. Oh, she didn't get that hint.
Or, I mean, there's... Did she not read all the hints or not do all the punch things in here already?
I think she's going for hints at this point. I don't think she got them all. Oh, these claptraps are very interesting with small heads. I've only ever rolled them with large.
Oh yeah, maybe she didn't get the hints on the cabins over here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the
has to be
case.
it.
She might end up pushing the totems for that. Okay, well, those are not helpful. All right, Ash decides to go back into Forest. She's getting another hint door. That makes sense. Gotta be careful with your ammo, though. She only has 8 left.
Mm-hmm. Need to have some ammo left for killing all these enemies.
Uh-oh. Okay. So if you're just tuning in, Ash is looking for key 7, which we know is in the Galleon Primate Punch treasure chest room. Not the hype chest, the ones where you punch the chest is chunky. Looks like we were going to Japes. I think she's going to chase that Japes Caves and Mine Potion.
Or more hints? Was
Oh, there's
why?
more hints here.
Yeah. I don't know why. Yeah, you're looking for a key, not a potion.
Meanwhile, Spike is now in K Rool.
Yeah, this just shows like how much time like it takes to go read all of your hints in these settings, because purely from Spike getting key 7 in Galleon with Primate Punch, like he didn't have to go through any of this backtracking for hints, hoping that key 7's hinted.
Yep.
Oh, this is just a Troffenscoff portal.
She has exactly 2 left to get to that last hint door.
I don't think there's... I'm not gonna pick up any ammo along the way in this tunnel.
All right, she has to get it first try. She better be easy. Take it easy, okay? Okay.
Okay.
I feel like if we didn't have the feather fixer randomizer, I would not do that, what she just did.
There,
okay, there
it is. The last hint. Well, I think that was the last hint. It feels like it. Huge hint. She'll get key 7 here and be on her way.
Yeah, you feel like Ash made the correct play pushing the hints instead of pushing Primate Punch? Because there's a decent chunk of Primate Punch hints, right?
I'm going to sound like a hypocrite because usually I say go for the hints, but there's not that many Primate Punch checks. I know this may have been one of the cases where you just do your quick punch checks first. The thing is that the levels where Ash had hints left, she'd already done the punch checks there, or there were no punch checks. Like, she needed to go to Caves and Japes for those remaining hints, and...
Yeah, this is just unfortunate for Ash, because, it felt like she was ahead for most of the race, but, she just did things in the wrong order. Which is what it comes down to with randos sometimes.
And, with how... What also burned her is she was so thorough with clearing Galleon the first time she was there. And she was so thorough, she had everything except Primate Punch, so she did everything in Galleon except the one thing there that she needed. So Spike was able to... Spike was playing more thorough early, but then he was skipping things later to catch up.
All right, Spike not having feather despite it being an easy spot. I don't think Spike had any reason to go back and check that, though, so I'm not going to really give him too much crap for that. Feather was Diddy Isles Cage. I believe this is the last phase, because I think Lanky and DK already happened. I could be wrong, though.
You're saying you haven't been closely watching the Rool fight this whole time?
I'm sorry, I'm not that... Wait, who was that person, that chatter from your chat, the person who was obsessed with Rool's feet? I can't remember.
That sounds like one of your chatters.
No. I think that was one of your chatters. Oh, actually, no, I know. It was Arula's chatter. That's who it was.
Yes.
I'm pulling the logs for this one, actually, because I know it's in that one channel. Yeah, it might be a long scroll, so maybe not.
And that's it. Spike is done.
GG's to Spike. VerdantAsh should be finishing in about 10 minutes. We should get Spike pulled in here shortly.
Welcome to bonus stage.
All right, we have brought Spike in, Mornin, and GG's.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that was actually kind of fun. I liked that.
Wait, that was fun? And you finished fast? Oh boy, Sarah's not gonna be ready for this pay cut.
Look, speed is not always a factor of these. Like, having, like, puzzling paths is what I find fun about this game. So as soon as I see something that's on the path to more than 3 things, I find it fun.
I think it's also fun going into your final level with all these path to 8 things and then just waiting for Hunky Chunky to appear, and that's exactly what happened.
I spent the entire time just like, okay, I've got triangle. Do I get the golem hit or do I just brave it? Brave it, get Hunky. About, how far away was I from golem at the time? Like 2 seconds away from seeing the shop item? Oh.
Yeah, I would have done the same thing.
I can't remember if you walked past and just didn't wait for like the DK slot to load or what, but like that, like I get you walking past. Like I don't think anyone's gonna blame you for that.
Did I actually walk past it? Or did I? I think I rocketed over the top.
Yeah, yeah, you did something to like go past it, rocket, walking, whatever. Like you weren't focusing on that. You wanted that lanky, you wanted that lanky metal, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to take a look at my hints. I don't even know how many hints I actually skipped because I feel like there was a lot of info I didn't get that seed. How is it?
I will say Ash was in go mode for key 7, and she did end up checking a lot of the hints that most people wouldn't have gone out of the way for. And that key 7 hint, there was a Way of the Horde in the Japes Hive area that told you where key 7 was.
Which I'm gonna guess Featherbow was probably back at Japes.
Featherbow was Isles Diddy. Wait, no. Yeah. Isles Diddy.
Yeah, Isles Diddy Cage.
Oh!
Which was tricky because key 4 was pretty late, so there was no peeking that early. And you just like probably went straight into caves.
Yeah, right. Okay. Damn, okay.
Yeah, it's just one of those weird things where you don't think of it as like being locked by key 4 because it's not like any of the key 4 stuff was path to this.
Oh, exactly. It was a rough sequence of events, especially when you know where Mini Monkey is. It kind of like tells you that everything's solved and you don't need to worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was fun. How far off is Ash?
Yeah, Ash honestly like looked ahead of you the entire time, but I think you just had like a more efficient second half. You caught up to her in the cave's metal checks, and then her not having key 7 already really put her back because she went for every single hint.
Oh baby, I'm looking at the race room. I guess we can share results now. Spike got a 138, but the winner today, surprisingly, was not Charles or Mumbo. It was Barry with a 126, which I believe might actually be the fastest 3.5 time that we've seen so far. Let me see if that's true.
It is not true. It looks like Charles and Mumbo both have 124s, but
ooh, okay. But that 126 is still very, very good.
That's crazy good. Good stuff to Barry.
Oh, look, and Charles beat Momo by 11 seconds. Coming in fourth is Etiquette. Unfortunately, he came in a little bit too early for him. He normally gets 10th place. But yeah, this was a pretty quick seed overall. But as you can see, if you were watching the seed from the stream, there was, depending on like the order you got the items, that could have heavily affected where you finished here.
Oh, like that peanut and coconut gun whiff by me didn't feel like ridiculously bad, but like it didn't feel good.
Yeah, Ash had those way faster than you, and but it's like it doesn't matter in the end.
Oh yeah, it was I just completely forgot to peek it for some reason, which was very sad.
The
Galleon came in clutch.
The DK cage and Japes you didn't peek, or
I didn't peek the DK or the tiny cage in Japes, so then I got the hit for the lowland, and I had to think about what I hadn't done. Realize I didn't peek those. As for coconut gun, I was not thinking that.
yeah, because there was a Japes to Forest lobby hint that I don't know when you read that.
So there were two of them. One of the very first hints you read was pointing to barrel throwing. So I should have thought that boulders, But the hint for coconut itself, I got like 20 minutes later. It was.
Okay. Maybe it was. Oh, that makes sense because Ash went to Galleon before you, so like we as commentators saw that hint way earlier.
Yeah, it was just unfortunate placement for me. And I was like, why would I go to Galleon? There's like no reason. Then turns out Key 7 was also there, so that was a fight. Also, do not mind me, I am exploring paintings. I hope you understand.
Getting ready for the DK64 challenge series where you have to go look at all the paintings.
Look, sign me up for all the wacky challenges. See, like Season 3, Season 4? Nah. Give me the, like, wacky one-hit KO Aztec only challenges. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm your guy.
Speaking of looking at the paintings, that is a feature in DK64 Randomizer version 4, is you can change some of the paintings in the background to whatever you want. Like, look at that beautiful thing over there.
This is so awful. This is so...
I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty beautiful.
There's some amazing features. Like, if people have been watching the restreams or other streamers for a while, you would have seen the potential paintings that are shuffled, which I think there are like 6 total of. You can see your good old custom music, but more importantly, Trophenscopes and animations. So like I was only experimenting with it last night. That is Banjo and Kazooie. Oh no, that's Diddy on this actually. Never mind. Diddy Kong's my transition. It's kind of neat.
Okay, Ash is going to be finishing up here shortly.
Currently have 11 finishes. Nice, nice.
I've been loving how active these weekly races have been, even though this is the off season.
It's been nice. Like when Season 3 was done, a lot of people were burnt out or just wanted to try other things. So it's nice that the last like 3-4 weeks they've been picking up.
All right, and GG Ash is done with a 148.37. Oh, and she got sniped.
Oh, 5 seconds.
Too bad. Let's go ahead and get her pulled in. Oh, she just cut stream, I think. Oh, there we go. Morning.
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 Morning. GG's.
Oh, dude. So, first off, mechanics, I had some serious issues this year. I don't know if I was just nervous from not being on Restream for a while or what, but I was falling like everywhere.
The enemies were not helping you. They were out to get you.
Out to get me this seed. Super mean. And then I lost like 10 minutes to like choosing cave CBs over owl tree. I coin flipped. I was like, I could do everything in owl tree except for the rabbit race, and I can do all of the CBs, so I should do that one. And I realized when I saw where the potion igloo was, I was like, okay, right now is the point I have to choose. I have to pick either, do I go doing all these cave CBs and think that's monkey port and the other one is hunky, or do I go to owl tree right now, just do spider boss owl tree right after getting this? And as soon as I was taking my time thinking about it while I was saving the rabbit, and I decided that the cave CBs was more likely to have monkey port than owl tree was, just because owl tree was accessible a little bit earlier, and I thought that might be maybe a little bit of a determining factor, and I was completely wrong, and I got to do every single caves medal. The very last one had hunky, and seeing hunky there, I was like, that sucks, alright.
Yeah, you had key 4 before Spike and made it into caves first, but Spike had the advantage of doing Spider Boss and getting Monkey Port first, and he got key 7 in his initial Galleon trip. So Spike was truly in a position of only needing Triangle and Gorilla Gon heading into caves, which helped him.
That's nice. Yeah, if I had either seen the hint that I ended up seeing in Japes, or if I had Punch going into Galleon, if I choose Castle over Galleon first, which I chose the other order because I thought there's a lot of hints in Galleon, a lot of things I can be doing in Galleon. I thought maybe that was better, and I don't regret that choice in hindsight. I think that's fine as a trade-off, but I do regret the fact that it gave me a path that led me away from key 7 and away from the hints I needed to monkey port and such like that. So it's a little unfortunate.
I did think the pineapple that you got in Tiny's 5-star ship was huge at the time, but then that just ended up being hinted, and Spike found it without a problem.
I read into those hints really well. I went into Galleon and saw the second Japes lobby hint and said, that's my barrel check. I've been looking for barrels to check forever. I figured I'd get something hinted with another part of that giant path and I'd be able to match them. Said, okay, it's the Japes lobby one, went there, got coconut gun, and said, I even knew it was going to be coconut gun as soon as I got it, because I was like, it's going to be CG for the peanuts there. I'll go right back to Galleon and I'll just go the other side. And I was looking at, like, the other hint I got, it's like, 4 and Donkey from Japes shots. I'm like, well, Rocket Barrel can't be that, because I just got Mini from that. It would, and that's a Rocket Lock check, so it has to be Sax. So I was like, Sax and Peanut are both on this path. Literally everything's screaming at me to do this 5-door ship. Let's just do just the tiny 5-door ship. Like, I didn't bother lowering the water, I was just doing that, and then I was doing other Peanut Lock checks because I was still looking for, like, 6 and Tiny, and then it turned out just that 6 and Tiny was referring to Spider Boss and the cage up top to get the Peanut cage to get Feather to do Tiny, and then key 6 from Spider Boss, which, a little unfortunate, wasted some time in Shipyard as a result of that, but I don't totally regret it. There's a lot of GPs there, but yeah, I had a lead there, and so when I went to Aztec and saw that hint that just told you outright, I was like, oh man, that sucks. Just get told.
Yeah, I had a weird issue, Ash, this seed, where I had like a really good early game, but there's one thing or two things that I didn't do. One was peek the Lowlands cage, the other was do the trombone pad in Japes lobby. So I actually had I had like all my keys and stuff, apart from 4. Before I had peanuts, and coconut I just found by fluke like 30 minutes later. because I never went to Galleon, so I never got the hint for coconut or peanuts. I went there, got key 7, I think it was, from the punch chest, got the hints and was like, okay, I see the line. And then got Hunky Chunky in front of Cave's candy and left.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, right? Like, you buy Gorilla Gone, you get Hunky Chunky and go, oh, oops, right, just for that, and you leave, right? Because we go that direction first.
No, other way around.
Wait, you left the Gorilla Gone there?
I rocket barreled there, so I never went there. I got Lanky's medal inside the water, left, and then got a hint for the shops.
Oh, no. But, was there a hint for cave shops?
I never saw one.
Oh, you got the micro hint.
Yeah. I got the micro hint and got told, hey, how about you go 2 meters to the right?
At least I saved my boy. That's the important part.
And you also did the mechfish, which the fans were happy about. Unfortunately, I think it was just a melon, but what prompted the mechfish decision?
Okay, so as I said, I was looking for things that led on the path to 6 and Tiny. I didn't really care about Feather, but I was like, if it's Feather, Feather's gonna give me key 6, and I thought, there's a lot of hard Featherlock checks. I wasn't expecting it to be on the one not hard Featherlock check I can think of that's really, accessible via all those hints. And so I'm like, okay, the sea just poured guitar into my hand, just gave me peanuts, just gave me diving for free, and Rocket Barrel was hinted Horde, and I know I just got that with Mini, but it could theoretically be this. Everything just screamed at me that was the thing. So I was like, well, this isn't going to be for 4 and DK. I know that that's going to be the sax lock thing in there. That's why I went over there. So I was like, I should check this because I should check all my Rocket Barrel checks for the moment until I get more information. And so it was only until I got Featherbow explicitly in the cage that I stopped checking peanut checks because I was a little bit like, where's key 6? This has to be on the path to key 6. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, that makes sense. And now it's a Feather thing. And then immediately after, I saw the Spider Boss hint, and I went, okay. But yeah, it wasn't just a mechfish for the fans, although mechfish for the fans, always for the fans. But it was a bit of a read into Peanut, and I was hoping that Guitar had, given where I found Guitar, that it was on the same path. So I was like, okay, it makes some sense.
Well, I did the opposite of you. When the seed was done, I went back to caves, went into the igloo, and put my controller down.
That's so rude, dude! That's so mean. Yeah, I also pulled a Kuiper. I failed on fly swatting any game.
That fly swatting annoyed me in Helm too, if that's what you're talking about. That was
that's the one. That's the one. No, I never fail those, and for some reason I was just nervous. I kept missing. I had to reset with 3 flies left and 5 seconds left. I'm not getting this. And then the next one, I finish it in 19 seconds. I'm like, oh, so I can do this apparently. Totally fine. 19 seconds to complete. That's the fastest I think I've ever done it. I just got annoyed at it. And it was like, all right, time to log in. But dude, I was so annoyed.
It makes you feel better. I usually just don't pay attention when people are in Helm and talk about other things. So I didn't even notice.
I told on myself. What can I do?
Yeah, now the whole world knows.
Yeah. Honestly, my mechanics to seed were lamentable regardless, I think. I fell off castle in a different direction when I thought I was jumping down to get the extra hint that was on the side there. I just jumped straight off the castle, was like, oh, well, that sucked. Got owned in caves by multiple enemies, got owned in Aztec by multiple enemies. I regret somewhat going into 5-Door Temple too, but I was like, oh, Aztec CBs, I should probably just get all the CBs in 5-Door Temple in case it's the boss as well. So I just went through all of those. And then I found Grab on Lanky, so I was like, that's scary, because that definitely matches to Underground, but I have a hard read that this is on Pineapple, and then I found Punch afterwards, and I was like, oh, okay, there we go. That's the one. That's the one I want. So I'm glad I didn't stop and then run and do a grab check after that, but I was thorough with that. But I regret doing 5-Door Temple for sure.
The other thing that was interesting about those Aztec color bananas was that you two were doing them at roughly the same time, but Ash, you had 4 guns and Spike had 1. And he was still able to get the 198 to check the boss with only 1 gun going into Aztec.
I think I had like 10 spare as well. Like, they were obviously not logical, which is why I was very sus on it. But I was like, I had to go into Tiny Temple and basically go all the way to the end to get 198.
That's incredible. That's actually incredible. I guess you had Rocket Barrel by that point, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
the only
so
thing
that
I
helps
didn't
out.
really have was guns. I only had grape shot, which is like, cool. I get a 10 pack, but it gets me access to Tiny Temple, so I guess it was something.
One more thing I want to point out is that you two are obviously doing co-op Ocarina of Time Randomizer before this. In true co-op partner fashion, you were step for step walking up the giant mushroom in forest.
Were we really?
It was basically, for half of it, it was effectively frame perfect. It was hilarious.
That's so funny. Did you do the LZR flip too, Spike?
No, I did the chunky mushroom jump.
Yeah. The thing is, I chunky mushroom jumped to kill a bunch of the kill the spot and get the bananas, and then I like got knocked off by the spot, and then I was like, all right, well, I guess I need to climb for the bottom for chunky anyway. So I climbed from the bottom, and because I had already done the jump up there to get it, I did the LZR flip and then got up to the other side and just kept going. So I never went back. Once I was inside, I just kept going inside.
What I like to do, especially with some of these settings, is if I can, I finish by being at the bottom of the mushroom. I'll go up to the top, take the warp back up, drop down, get DK chunky bananas, and peek Checker Legends, because why wouldn't you? You want it to be a Checker Legends seed. And then I just walk out the front door.
I mean, as a rep, that makes sense. I just choose not to check of Legends, because if it's check of Legends, I feel like... So here's the thing. I'm the person who will... I will not check jetpack hints. I will not check of Legends things, because I feel like the seed tells you if it's going to have something there, right? Like, when you get guns and you get enough guns on hints on guns that like just spout like, oh, they all say the same line of hint text for forever, maybe you go check of Legends for a check Legend seed. If you get offered 15 banana medals in the first 30 minutes of your seed, maybe you go check jetpack. But until then, I'm not gonna check it. It feels like a time loss, right? So I like to let the seeds speak to me on those kind of things. And I know eventually I'm going to get burned by this. There's gonna come a time where I'm not gonna check jetpack, and it's gonna be like exactly 9 medals for 9 medals in logic, and I'm gonna be stuck for like 10 minutes, and I'm gonna go finally check jetpack because it's the only thing left, and it's gonna go, oh, well, of course, sure. I'm willing to accept that. The odds that happens are so low because of the way that the seeds are filled with like jetpack style seeds. Eventually it'll happen, but until that day, I'm living wild and free.
All right, I'll be clipping that in a little bit. I'll send that to you next time you do a 3.5 seed. Cool.
That's, oh boy. clip that claim, and then the next time I get jetpacked, you send it to me, spam it at me. It's fine, I'll own it.
All right, we'll go ahead and end it on there. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to follow us on Twitch, subscribe to our YouTube channel, both DK64 Speedruns. And tomorrow, if you're watching this live, or a few days ago if you're watching on YouTube, we will be releasing a version 4 of DK64 Randomizer. So hit up DK64Randomizer.com if you're interested in some of the features that you've seen in these last few 3.5 races, because these were all raced on the development branch for version 4. They will be on the live version here very soon, or happened a couple days ago. So thanks for watching, everyone, and we will see you later. We'll go ahead and raid this person who is apparently doing a 101% speedrun. Morning, everyone.
Morning.
Morning.
People still speedrun?
Yeah, you didn't know?
This says Connor 75.
Come on, 69. Come on, 5 more. Okay, I think that's all we're getting. Morning.